Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a final look at Kill Team Blood and Zeal. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Blood and Zeal or both. How to get the most out of the latest Kill Team expansion. Alright, so we got Warhammer 40,000 Blood and Zeal expansion set coming out tomorrow, at least up for pre-order. So today's going to be our final look at the rules prior to this going available for pre-sale. I was hoping that we would get a preview on the Warhammer 40,000 rules for the two new kill teams. Unfortunately, that has not happened yet, but those will be coming in the future. But in the meantime, let's take a look at what they've given us. With Kill Team Blood and Zeal on the horizon, we've decided to seek advice from some true fans of the game. Jason Fay and Travis Chang from Just Another Kill Team podcast to explain more about their favorite parts of the new box set. The release of Blood and Zeal zooms the struggle for the massive ballistas into a pitched battle between the mortal followers of the Khorne and Ecclesiarchy. The two teams prevent fresh new takes on blood-hungry augmented Khornate cultists and the devotees of the Imperial cult as they battle under the shadow of the Great Gun. Alright, so pretty cool new setting. Sanctifiers' prayers may cleanse the soul, but pain cleanses the body. While the followers of the Imperial cult may not be gifted with armor, genetic augmentation, or weaponry, they wield faith as a shield and flames to cleanse the impure. Sanctifier kill teams work as a blend of hyper-mobile melee hordes with a dollop of novitiate-style flamer weaponry. Alright, so definitely a cool new kill team for the Imperial agents. Awesome models, definitely have some nice look and flavor, but let's see how they play on the tabletop. The Munistorm Sermon keeps your Confessor's flock alive and kicking with a flat -1 to damage received when they're within 6 inches, anytime they take 3 or more in one go. While the Sanctifiers are only 7 wounds, they'll often feel like 9 or 10. Alright, so when they're up close, they're going to be -1 damage, or anytime they got hit by 3 or more damage at a time. So that will definitely give them a little bit more durability. But with only 7 wounds, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be popping them in like 2 or 3 shots minimum. So they're definitely a fragile team, but this will help some. The Blaze trait on the Hand Flamers sets enemies alight while retaining critical hits. And Flaming Activists cause the opposing operatives to take a D3 damage when activating. Opponents get a chance to put out the flames for an AP penalty, or they can wait for the flames to subside. Naturally risking further damage, great for forcing opponents into hard choices or on how to spend their AP. Alright, so pretty cool. You're going to light guys on fire, and then when they activate, they're either going to take a D3 damage or have to spend an AP to put out the fire. So you're either going to drastically reduce your opponent's APL, limiting their mobility and ability to do damage, or they're just going to consistently take damage. And then we have top operatives, Confessor and Miracleist. The Sanctifier Confessor is the linchpin of the entire team with their ability to lead the procession, which grants all operatives within their sermon range a free charge, fallback, or reposition. Since your operatives can still activate normally afterwards, there's a potential for 14 inches of movement at very early stages of the game. Alright, so that is definitely nice. Being able to have essentially an extra APL to either do a free charge, fallback, or reposition is definitely powerful. Getting into position early in the game or getting out of a tough spot and then still having your regular APL to activate is definitely going to make them much more mobile than their 2 APL would suggest. As far as the rule of cool, the Sanctifier Miracleist is a blazing locus of Imperial faith, launching multiple once-a-game flaming attacks at all ranges. Alright, so pretty cool. A unique new attack right here. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. Then Games Workshop showing off some other rules as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Goremongers, Blood for the Blood God. Swift and vicious, the Goremongers blend combat repositioning tricks and melee durability. They are akin to the Felgor Ravagers, albeit with speed, killing power, and action efficiency of the Blades of Cain. Alright, so we have our faction rules. First, the Runes of Khorne cap incoming shooting damage at 8 wounds per attack, making Goremongers more durable than their 10 wounds and 5+ save suggests. Alright, so this is pretty powerful, essentially capping wounds at 8 per attack from shooting. So if each guy has 10 wounds, that's going to make it so that they basically can't be like one-shot killed. So you're going to have to pour multiple shooting attacks into these guys. So against something like a plasma gun or a melta gun, it's going to really help with their durability. Against something like a Space Marine shooting them twice, or a bunch of Astra Militarum just plinking them with lasers or flashlights, really not going to do much. And then we have Sanguine Vitae. Abilities function like aspect techniques on the Blades of Cain, but they are regulated by the Gore tanks. You can use up to 2 per turning point, spending half a tank per use, with no repeats in the same activation. So you can't fight 3 times in a single activation. So Fury allows a Goremonger to fight twice. Nothing screams Khorne more than this. And then we have Rake, deals a D3 wounds to an operative you've charged, which really helps to bring down tougher targets. Alright, so pretty cool. You're going to be able to use these gore tanks to do some extra abilities. Being able to fight a second time is definitely big, but presumably they're only going to have 2 APL, so if you're going to charge into combat and then fight, you're not going to have the APL to fight a second time. So it's going to be better for like existing combats, or if you have ability to grant yourself extra APL. And then Rake being able to do a D3 damage after you charge means that you're going to do some damage on the initial charge, potentially either finishing off a wounded operative. And if you do a multi-charge, you can then fight the other operative with your second APL, or potentially you could charge in, wound an operative, and then fight them to make sure you get the kill. So pretty cool new abilities. And then if we just kind of focus in here on our top operatives, we have the Aspirant and Skull Claimer. And I gotta say, these models are absolutely awesome. I love the bionic legs, I love their weapons, they look super cool. The Aspirant's Obsessive Bloodlust ability allows them to charge up to 2 inches after finishing a fight action when no enemies are within control range, which makes them absolute murder machines. So basically, if you kill somebody, you can auto-charge 2 inches if you can get into combat with somebody else. Definitely very nice to make sure that you're at least tying up another operative whenever you get the kill. The Skull Claimer wades through enemies, shrugging off grievous injuries. His brutish ability allows him to downgrade any critical damage to normal damage in melee, while Claim Skull awards a command point for incapacitating a foe with your Great Chain Axe once per turning point. Okay, so basically if he gets a kill, you're going to be able to get a free command point, which will definitely help out. So pretty cool new abilities here, definitely going to fit into their like overall playstyle and seem like they're going to be fun on the tabletop. I am definitely looking forward to painting up all these guys and playing some games. And Games Workshop showing off a bunch of other new rules. Definitely looks like these themes are going to be fun and very thematic. Let's take a look at the final thoughts. The pairing of the upcoming box gives players access to some of the fastest, most brutal human teams seen in Kill Team thus far. No matter how you split the box, there's something for everyone, as long as they're planning to get in close. So definitely an exciting new box coming out here. I think these teams are probably a little less exciting than some of the other teams we've seen. These factions aren't necessarily the most popular, but I do like the idea of a new Khorne team, and I'm really looking forward to the 40k rules for them. And then of course the Imperial Agents, definitely not the most popular faction, but they do have quite a few teams now and definitely some different style to them. But I think bringing back the Imperial statue and then tying some rules to it in Kill Team is definitely a big deal. These Celestine statues have become extremely difficult to get, and it's definitely a nice focal point for your table. Add some of that grimdark look to the 41st millennia, and I personally am super excited for those. So let me know which of the teams you're most excited about if you're going to be picking up this box specifically for the statue. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and remember, this goes live at 1 p.m. EST tomorrow for pre-orders, and in the past we've seen these expansions sell out extremely quickly, so make sure you are ready, willing, and able to get yours. And I'm out of here.